Life is a journey with ups and downs. Everyone has a story to tell. I, Ken Okoye.
And I, Renee Okoye, we are the couple next door. And every week we'll be sharing our life experiences in marriage, dating, friendships, parenting, and life in general.
Welcome to the couple next door.
Okay, so today, what are we talking about?
Today, a very interesting topic. We're actually talking about friendship. Real friendship. Genuine friendship. Authentic friendship. Meaningful friendship.
Deep friendships.
Deep friendships?
Yeah, like deep, like those ones that you feel like this is my sister, this is my, those ones where you call your friend my sister from another mother, things like that. Those are the things we want to talk about.
Yeah, deep friendship. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Whereby, like for me, when I say like this is my boy, it means like this person is loyal to me.
Exactly.
It's loyal to me.
Yeah.
For me, that's how I look at friendship. Yeah.
Have you had those kind of friendships? Do you have them?
Yes, I do have friendship. I do have those kind of friendship. Like I have one. If I could just mention one that has lasted for about 30 years.
Oh wow.
Like we go way back.
Way back. That's
Way back.
Yeah.
But you see, the good thing also is that I am an extrovert. I'm an extrovert, so for me to bond with people,
It's easy.
it's much easier for me.
Yeah.
It's much easier for me.
And like for me, I'm an introvert.
Oh wow.
So I don't have that kind of friendship that has lasted that, as in so many years. We fall off at some point. I don't know why. I don't know if it's me or it's them. I don't know. But at that moment in our lives, we thought like, oh yay, we are going to be friends until we have become grandmothers and all that. We made pacts and like sisters for life. But then along the way, when things changed, we grew apart, and by the time we were reconnecting, there's nothing to talk about. So we just said, you know what, keep on going. I keep on going.
Oh man, it sounds hectic.
It is.
Like,
For me, if I had a choice, I wouldn't make friends.
And how would you survive without friends?
I think I wouldn't be the person to approach other people, I'm okay with someone coming to me like, hi, you look like an approachable person, let's talk, let's vibe. But I wouldn't put myself out there like, hey, can I be your friend? Because most of the time when I do that, I end up being so disappointed. And I end up even hating myself more, because sometimes I feel like I'm rejected, I'm not wanted in a certain space. So yeah, if I had a choice, and there's one musician who said the same thing, because he also felt like he's not needed. So sometimes we feel like we're not needed. I feel like I'm not needed in certain areas until someone just tells me outrightly like, hey Renee, I need you to do this 1 2 3 thing for me, and I will go all the way. But now the most unfortunate part is most of the time, and I think that's why my friendships don't last, because now when it comes to me, like I need people's help, very few people show up. And in fact, the people I expect to show up don't show up. The people I least expect to show up are those who show up. And now those who showed up, I want to now make that lasting, presence. But then they also have their own friends. So I feel like I'm trying too hard. So I will pull back and close myself out until this person shows up again like, hey, are you okay? Do you need this? Do you need that? And I really appreciate it, because at that time I feel like, wow, the fact that I don't think I'm so close to you, but you have the time to come through for me is amazing. And yeah, that's my so far that's my experience with friendship. And talking about long-term friendships, I had a friend who we met in boarding school, and we clicked, and it was so nice. The experience was so good. And in boarding school there are these things they call visiting days.
Yeah.
So my mom would show up all visiting days, because she used to feel guilty for taking me to a boarding school in primary.
Uh-huh.
She felt I was so young, and she felt like I was really suffering. So any opportunity she would get to come and see me, she would always come and see me, unless there's an emergency or something happening. But even in that, she would send someone. So I was always visited, or she would send things via, what do you call it? Security company, some security company. So every time she did that, I would always call my friend, because for her sometimes her parents couldn't come because of 1, 2, 3 things, or they were not able to send things. So being that I was on the vantage point, I could call her along. Come we eat, come we do this, come we share this and this and this. And there are sometimes she would let me down. Like at one point, we had this metal boxes where we used to store our stuff. So our
like your food,
your shopping,
and all.
everything.
Yeah.
So, and they used to be kept in a store.
Okay.
So we decided at one point, you know what, bring your stuff, I bring mine, we put them together, so that they look more.
Okay.
So when it comes to that day of opening the store, we had we were given 2 weeks, and then the store is opened, we pick our stuff, we eat, and then we put them back. So this one time, it was the day for opening the stores. So she came, and throughout the week, she had been acting funny. But then I was like, maybe she's just having some issues and all that. So she comes and she says, you know what, Rennie, give me my stuff. I'm like, which stuff? Like, my shopping. You don't have shopping. It's my stuff. You were not visited, remember? So the stuff you came with when we were opening school, you finished them. So whatever is in there is mine. They're like, no, you ate my stuff when my stuff was there. I'm like, no, I didn't eat your stuff. By the time you're bringing your stuff, you only brought soap. And the food stuff that is there is mine.
Yeah.
So we had a big fight about it. Then, you know what? I decided, I don't want to fight. So I split my stuff in half. My biscuits, my crisps, all that. I split them in half, I gave her. So she went. Then the following time, she came back again, like, hey, I'm sorry for what happened last time. Can we do it again? And my bedmate, we used to sleep in bunk beds. So my bedmate, the lower one, said, hey, Renee, if you do that, I know you're a very stupid person. After what she did to you last time, don't try it. So I told her, hey, no, go keep your stuff. Go keep your stuff. I keep mine. So she said, okay, fine. And I told her, you know what, we can keep being friends. At no point did we call each other best friends, though we were close.
Yeah.
So the years went. So when we were finishing class 8, we felt like, oh wow, our friendship has lasted this long. So you know what? We hugged each other. I always remember that hug. Like, oh, I will miss you. And I pray that we go to the same high school, we go to the same university, we get married to friends, so that we can continue keeping in touch. So funny enough, I go to high school, and guess who I meet? She's there. So we were so excited, like, oh wow, you're here. But now we were in different classes, different classes. So we go through high school. We were not... Now in high school, things started changing. We were still not, so tight. We formed our own friends. since we were in different classes, so we formed friends in
Yeah.
those classes. Now, we finished high school. Then I go to university. And guess what? She's there. So we're like, oh wow. Our prayer was answered. But it's like we don't want to play along with this prayer. So in university, we decided, we've been playing this game for so long. Let's just be best friends. So we become best friends. But now in high school, in university, our minds were changing. I felt like I'm more exposed than she was. In that my friends were on another level and her friends were on another level. So my stories and her stories were not,
In sync.
in sync. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and even the guys I was dating and the guys she was dating were they wouldn't be friends. You get? Yes, they wouldn't be friends. I'm a Nairobi girl. She's a girl from the village.
From the countryside.
From the countryside. So she's more in touch with the guys from the countryside, and I'm more in touch with the
guys in the city.
in the city, rolling with cars and all that. And I'm all about the city life and party life. So I pulled her into it. But then every time we could go out, I felt like she's not in she's not comfortable. And I kept pushing her like, hey, have fun. But at some point you get tired of the have fun. And you start just, let me have my own fun. You keep being the party pooper, let me have my own fun. So we continued growing apart. And then now I got married. And when I got married, now that's when it broke.
And so that was like
that was the one friendship I ever thought we were best friends.
So right now we can actually say like your friendship is at a pause. It has been paused.
Maybe
It hasn't ended like
yeah.
like if you guys meet, you can
can
rekindle
say
it and continue.
Yeah.
But now you don't have a commonality like thing, something to like. There's
nothing to give
it's like
us.
that chemistry died. Yeah.
Yeah, it died, and I felt it died. It died way back. But then we have just been trying to,
So it's like
pull it
because we were in the same school,
Yeah,
so we need to be friends. We share the same locker, so we need to be friends and
Exactly.
all that. Now that's interesting. I found a female friendship to be very interesting. Like
I'm telling you, they are so complicated. They're so complicated. I mean, and for someone like me, I don't like drama. If there's one thing I don't like, it's the female drama.
I've heard that a lot. That ladies will say, "I prefer having male friends
Than having female friends.
Is it because ladies some ladies have this kind of jealousy in them?
Yeah.
Is it jealousy?
I don't know if it's
or
jealousy or
insecurity? Because for me, I can explain also like for men, like
like how have you managed to keep your 30-year friendship till date?
My 30. Okay, let me say like the reason for me to be able to keep my 30-year-old friendship is because I never have expectations.
Okay.
Like I don't have any expectation from my friend.
And I bet he doesn't also.
Like
he also doesn't have any expectations from you.
Like my friends are like my brothers. Like we talk about everything and anything.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
So like I from early, from the beginning, like there were those boundaries, brother codes. Like the way I will treat my brothers is the way I will treat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely along the way I met people whom we tried to be friends, but now they came with expectations, and because of them coming with expectations, things could not work out. Like nothing could work out because it was a lot of pressure. Because when someone has expectations over you, then they'll put pressure on you.
Exactly.
And for me, that doesn't work for me. As I said earlier, I'm an extrovert.
Yeah.
So one thing that I do, I check up on my friends. I'll call them without expecting them to call me back.
Call you back.
Like if you don't call me for
It's
the whole year,
okay.
it's okay with me
okay.
as long as I've called you.
Yeah,
So I'll call
and when
you.
you meet, nobody will be like, "Oh, hey, I've been calling you the whole of the year, and you have not been doing the same."
Yeah. So for me, I'm an extrovert. I don't go into details. Yeah, I don't go into details. If I'm going through a problem, I don't look at who came
Who
through,
came through for me,
because I
or
always
who didn't?
yeah, because for me it's always like the person who came through because they were
They
able
value and
they were able to share
Yes,
what they
yeah,
have.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
someone else did not come through. It doesn't mean that they don't care about me.
exactly.
It could be they were not in a position to do
To
that.
do it.
They were not in a position to help me. A good example is when my bro died, and I had to travel with you,
Yeah,
to up country to bury. Like, I just went, me and
Me
you.
and you, yeah.
It doesn't mean that I didn't have friends.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
we went, the two of
Just
us.
the two of us.
You
Yeah.
see. So that's the reality which is there. So for me, I don't have expectations. Like, if I put expectation, I'll be frustrated. So what I do most is have a heart of appreciation, to appreciate that the fact that this person is still there and they're still alive, and I can actually call them. And if they pick my call, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. The only thing that will make me now separate with someone and stop being a friend, if they are going behind my back and trying to demean me and trying to tarnish my name and to try to destroy me. Now that will make me pull away. But that's how I managed to keep my friendship, even with the people that I've just met recently. Like,
Yeah.
you see, that the fact that I keep on calling, keep on checking up. Hey, how are you doing? How is your family? How is it? Like, for me, I've made it intentional that the things that I want people to do for me, I will do
it for them. Yeah.
So I will start.
Yeah.
So I will do it so that they don't have a reason to ever say that, by the even you don't call me.
You don't call me.
So I will call you. I will text you. I want to know how you're doing. You see, because I value relationships. That's what I value most.
For female relationships, for female friendships, for what I've observed, since I look like a bystander, but for what I've observed is, from the relationships I've had with my female counterparts, is our friendships are affected by what we are going through in life. The changes that happen. For example, when you say, now we are in primary school together, that is a stage. Now we cross that stage, we go to high school. Now that's another stage. I'm changing, she's changing. Am I allowing her to change? You see, it depends. Am I allowing her to change? Am I allowing her to become the person she's supposed to be? And then there's the performance in school also. How am I performing? Are my grades good? Are we at the same level? Is she picking me up when I'm down? Or am I picking her up when she's down? Vice versa. And what might affect that relationship is, if I am performing so well or she's performing so well, I might start being a bit jealous. You see, and especially if she comes out to be like, hey, I need you to keep up with me. She's always pulling me like, hey, come, let's study. And maybe I'm not interested. So I start feeling like, you're becoming a thorn in my flesh. I'm not interested in this thing, and all these things. Now that will affect our friendship. And then now we get to university. University is something else. I might choose a higher course, or vice versa. That one will also affect things. Most friendships, like my cousin was sharing with me last week, she is in a women's group where they give money every month. And the most common the common people she knows are two. One of them, she knew her way back. My cousin is 40. So she knew her. I mean, they have known each other since those childhood friendships, and so they have come so far. And then there's one where they just met in university on their first day, actually. Until date, they are friends. And so this group, and then the rest of them, she doesn't know them. But she was telling me something amazing that they did for her. She lost her mom in 2018. So she didn't tell anyone, any of them. But they were calling for a meeting, and then she said, I'm not going to be around. So they asked, where will you be? I'm going for a burial. Whose burial? My mom's burial. And they were so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be going for a burial and you don't tell us to come and stand with you? And she said, I didn't think you wanted to be there. So she said, so they told her, you know what? You go. When are you coming back? We are booking a flight for you and your kids. Not that her husband can't afford, but that's what they wanted to do for her. So they booked a flight. They booked a cab guy ready for her. And then when she got home, they called. They were like, we know your house is a bit untidy, so we are sending you money. Get someone to do the cleaning, wash the clothes and all that, so that you guys can be comfortable. And then, now one of them, the one she has known for so long, did shopping for food stuff, like everything they needed, and brought, and stayed with her for 3 days. I was like, wow. Wow, that is just amazing. And she said, they rarely talk, but when something happens, they go all the way. You know, they go all the way. And they will be there until they make sure they are stable. And like, but you know, your generation is very different from ours. It's like, no, imagine, no, just wait. Because for me, I feel like most of my friendship, we have been falling out because this person has decided to do business. I was in employment. I quit the business I was doing. And so I just went fully into employment. And I enjoyed it. They enjoyed business. They went fully into it. And as much as I wanted to keep going in the friendship, they felt I wasn't able enough. You know, business brings you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Employment, you're stuck in this salary.
Yeah.
So they could hold white parties and all that with champagne and whatnot, and I couldn't give that amount of money every weekend. You see,
Yeah.
I could only give it once a weekend, which I was like, it's okay. The ones I can come, I will come. The ones I cannot, it's okay. I'm okay with that. As long as I'm keeping tabs on you, I know, like, you're fine, you're good. But that wasn't good enough. So they formed another sisterhood and left me out. So I also walked out. And it has happened in many other relationships that I've had. You see, I got married before most of my friends. Now, when I got married, that's when everything hit the wall.
So it was like, it's like you were cut off.
I was just cut off. Like, I didn't ask anyone to cut me off. I really wanted to be there to also celebrate whatever.
I find it funny, but yes, I've heard even what you're saying with other men.
Yeah.
But for my scenario, it's kind of different.
It's different.
Like, yes, I got married, but
you still have
I
your
still
friends.
have my friends, my single friends, the married friends, and all
everyone.
that. Yeah, I think, as you say, there's that. With time, you fall out because you don't have
the common factor.
Okay, common factor of purpose, because
purpose.
friendship
purpose.
is driven by purpose. Yeah. So if you're in school and you all wanted to pass your exams and you didn't want to be lonely in school, so you look for someone to help comfort you during that period.
Exactly.
Hardship. And if you didn't have food, they could share
with you.
If you're so poor or them, they could share their stuff with you. So there are things that brought you together. Then once that purpose was done, that was it.
Yeah.
So after high school, you join campus, you meet other people. It's all about party life, school life, trying to get a man, and like this person is going to help you. So friendship, it's like a ladder.
Yes.
Once you have
help me get here.
Help me.
Yes, help me get to this point.
Yeah.
Once I'm at this point, you can now let me go. At that point, we get someone else to help us get to that other thing, and I've even felt it with with the marriage setup, like now in marriage it's even more difficult for women. Okay, let me just say, for me, I don't know how other women are finding it, but okay, for me it has become a bit more difficult, because now someone is looking at you in the, what does your husband do, where do you stay, what kind of clothes do you wear, how many times do you wear a new clothes, how many times do you make your hair. Those are factors that will determine if this person is going to be in your life.
Yeah, because they need,
for long.
because there's this classism.
Yes,
there's classism.
yes.
But now friendship is also determined by classism.
By class, yeah. Like, how will you benefit me, and how will you
Actually,
will I benefit you?
what are we going to talk about?
Exactly.
What are we going to talk about?
Yeah. Do you have a business you're running? No. Are you working? Okay, if you're working, maybe we can try and make this work. You're just a stay-at-home mom doing nothing. Okay, you won't help me much.
Actually, I've seen that thing with stay-at-home moms lawyer by some. They will find it hard to get friends or like even when they sit in a forum, people see like
we are jobless humans.
Like they don't add
value to society.
And it's annoying because now you are a stay-at-home mom, you have this toddler or these children that you need to take care of, and you just need someone that you can talk to, someone you can engage and have a discussion and like build a genuine friendship whereby both of you can sharpen each other. But now it becomes difficult.
It's so difficult because now there's the aspect of, you're a stay-at-home mom, but you have a business you're running on the side, you see. Then there's the stay-at-home mom who doesn't have any business she's doing. She's fully a stay-at-home mom. So with her now, it even becomes more difficult. With a business one, people can say, you're doing something. Actually, you can talk about something, you can talk about the business you're doing. How is it? Which means this person in business is meeting people. She's not just cooped up in her house with her kids. And now with a stay-at-home mom who doesn't do anything, people feel you have a baby brain. You would think so far. If we are to have a conversation, there's nothing much you can add. There's no value you will add, because what do you do? I mean, what do you do? People ask that. What do you do?
Yeah, and it's true.
You're just there running around with your kids, cooking and cleaning and washing your baby
But I also think like if that scenario of a stay-at-home mom, if she could make it look classy, and own it, you own it. Yes, I'm taking care of my babes and see the results.
Yes,
because even the people who are doing their own business, what matters most, it's the result. It's not how hard you have worked, but the results. So if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're taking care of your child and you're doing all those things, if your child is in the forum of people or seated anywhere, people can say, okay, this child is well mannered. Like you need to own it and embrace it. Then I also feel like for me to have friends, I need to be friendly. I need to be friendly. I don't have to wait for people to reach out to me. I'm an extrovert. Like I don't need people to reach out to me for me to have a friend. As you know me, I may see someone on the road and hi.
Just say hi. I know.
And we exchange numbers. And it's a conversation online and all that. So I've created this network of friends. Yes, it has its shortcomings because there are those who come in your life with as opportunists, and others who come in your life to mess your life. They're wondering, why are you so happy? And so there's a thin balance between that, whereby you're being accommodative, but also you're kind of investigating to ensure like this person is not here to try to blackmail me and all sort of things. So that's what I think. Like friendship shouldn't be one way; it should be two ways. And everyone needs to do his part without expecting the other person to do their part. Me, that's what I believe. Let me do my part. And if you click, if we are vibrating,
we're vibing.
Yeah, like things will be okay. But
Yeah.
if we are not, we'll just part ways. I think the other problem is that people have this assumption, or we assume that just because we are talking, we are friends.
Yeah.
And we are not creating a safe haven whereby someone can actually now reach a point where they can be vulnerable with you.
Yes.
So you assume, oh, hi Renee, hi Ken, hey, how you doing? So tell me, how do you find marriage? And you expect me to open up and start telling you? No. Like we need first of all to bond. We need to create a safe haven whereby both of us, we can be vulnerable.
Exactly.
And another thing I found, like, you can be a friend who is open, who is ready to express whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, and that's
but the other person is not expressing. The only thing they are doing
is receiving.
They are receiving. And like, so you're going through that.
Okay.
So you on your side, you're there waiting. One day this person
will open up to me.
Now they're not opening up, and you get frustrated. Why? Because you have an expectation. You're forgetting one thing. You need to be appreciative the fact that they have given you a listening ear.
But you see, as you've said, it should be a two-way. And for most of these relationships where you hear we've been friends for 10, 20, 30 years, is because they have been in each other's lives fully. Like, this person knows everything about this other person and vice versa. And so when we are building that kind of relationship now, I will, for instance, for myself, I will be there. And sometimes at that point where you're saying we open up, I will share. Like, someone will call me and I feel like, oh, this person is genuine, so let me open up and share my struggles with this person. So I will open up and tell them, oh, I'm going through this, I need your support, I need this. And they'll be there for me. And then I will my situation will be okay. So on their side, I will also expect, okay, I need to be there for you too. We are human, we go through stuff. But then you find that this person has another person that they open up to.
True.
So I'm here waiting for them to open up to me and tell me, hey, walk with me through this. I'm going through 1, 2, 3, this and this and this and this. And I also want to be there emotionally for you. If I can't be there financially, let me be there emotionally, so that I can show you I'm a loyal friend. You see, I just don't want to be the one who's pouring my frustration on you, and I can't give you that avenue to pour your frustrations on me. So I will get frustrated, you see. And they won't tell me, hey, I have someone else I tell this stuff. You see?
Yes, we are friends, but the role that you're playing, it's not to take my frustration. I have another friend
who takes that frustration. For you, I am here for you to take your frustration. You see, I'm here for you in this way. And I am not yet ready, because now I think it's about how far or how open you feel, or how comfortable you feel with this person. So maybe they are not as comfortable as you are with them, and which sometimes I feel it's unfair, because when I open up to you, it's to show you I'm comfortable with you, and I need you to be comfortable with me. That's why I will bear myself open for you to see my frustration. So if you are not there with me, then I can't be there with you too.
It's like the way someone will tell me what you're going through.
Yes.
And like you share what you're going through, then that information
You find it
it has
somewhere
leaked
else.
somewhere else.
Yes.
And you see, when you're sharing your deepest pain, especially you can be going through something so painful.
So painful.
So you're sharing your deepest pain,
Yeah.
and this person fails to understand that, you know.
Yeah, and even not
and because they have a friend also whom they feel they need to confide and tell them
those
everything that they have had in that day.
They will end up sharing my story.
And these are the things now which kill friendship. Now they make the friendship not to be authentic, not to be loyal and all that. And that's the frustration which is there. But there's hope. There's hope, because friendship, for me, as I've said, it's a two-way, and you need to do things without expectation, like appreciate, and friendship is built with time. Time is what matters. Like money can buy you friends. You can't buy friends, you know. They can be there because you're giving them money for that time,
but once the money goes, they
will go. You see, so time, the time that someone invests in you and you invest in them, that's what determines how strong that relationship will be, that friendship will be.
And now friendship in the aspects of marriage, for me, I'm grateful for marriage. You see, I'm so grateful for marriage because marriage gave me a friend. It just didn't give me a partner.
Should I say or should I say no? Okay.
You see, marriage gave me a friend. The one kind of friend I didn't have for I think for so long. And the reason why I'm saying that is because now marriage gave me that space to open up and share and pour out everything, knowing that I will also be present when you need me. You see, it's a definite two-way traffic for us. The kind of friendship we have is a definite two-way traffic. Like you there's no way you'll go through something and I can't know, because you are the kind of person who will come and you know, open up. And so once I noticed that about you, I was like, this is safe. This is a safe place. So that means I can also open up about myself and share. And every time I feel like I need to vent about something, vent about someone doing something to me, I know if I tell Ken, he will take it and lock it. He won't go out and say, oh, you know, my wife said this and this and this about you. You know, there's nothing like that. And neither will I go like, hey, you know, my Ken said 1, 2, 3 things about you. We know, like, this is our safe haven. And so that is what I have come to appreciate with marriage and friendship. Because now in marriage, I know I have a friend. Like, yes, I need to have female friends who they're there, and I appreciate them and I love them so much. But it's not the same when it comes to what we have. It's very different, because with us, we can fight today, like fight and say all sorts of things to each other, which is not good, but it happens. But then the following day or even the following week, we are there pouring our hearts out to each other and telling each other, hey, you know, this you know, I love this thing, I'm enjoying 1, 2, 3, and this and this happened, and I know it's a safe place for me. So that is what marriage and friendship and marriage has done for me.
Yeah, like for me, I would say marriage has given me a safe haven. A safe haven whereby I can actually come and express myself to you without feeling judged. You know, and it's something we have built over some time. It did not just happen automatically.
No.
Yeah. So the fact that I can come and tell you there's this girl who is hitting on me, you know, and they're sending crazy stuff. The fact that I can tell you that it makes me to enjoy this friendship, because that's how I am with my male
With your
friend.
male friends,
Like I would
yes.
tell them, there's this 1, 2, 3.
So I can say I'm your boy.
Yeah, so I can say, yeah, my boy. Yeah, which is interesting, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I thank God for that, because I won't say it's by my might.
Yeah, true,
that
true.
that would happen. So the friendship in marriage is different from friendship outside.
Yeah,
Because in marriage now, it's whereby I'm so vulnerable.
exactly.
There are things that you know about me that the people out there, that
Outside
my
don't
friends out there
don't
know. My
Yeah.
friends out there don't know, like how today can woke up and felt like he didn't want to brush his teeth. Oh, they don't know that. Or Ken usually fart in the bed cover.
bed.
You know, like
Yeah.
they don't know that.
Yeah,
You know, but there are things that you know, but now they know that I've said
They
it.
know that you say
It-
this.
But all in all, friendship it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
We need to build it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we
a
need-
beautiful gift that God gave us, aside from our family. Yeah, and I pray that we find authentic friendships, that we find genuine friendships, that we find partners to walk through life. Because one thing is for sure, this life is hard. This life is hard, and it's filled with so much. And when we have that person, that one person who you are sure you can, go there and talk and cry and do anything, and they won't judge you, they won't make you feel bad about it, and they will correct you when you're doing something stupid. That is real friendship. And so I pray that all of us get to that point.
And I'm saying big thanks to all those friends who usually pick calls
Yeah.
and just listen to their friend
Yeah.
and listen without desiring to give them a solution, just being there,
Being there,
and listening,
being present. Yeah.
Like thumbs up to those people, thumbs up to those friends that will come through for their
friends.
Thumbs up to the friends who pray for their friends. You know,
yes.
like it's a great thing, and what you're doing actually, it's a blessing to that. But it's something that you cannot be paid. No one can pay you for your time.
Yes.
You know, so thumbs up to them, and we believe that each one of you will get that one person or 100 people who will actually stand there for you, and you will also be among the 100 people who will stand there for someone else. Because friendship rocks, friendship wins, and friendship is what makes the world go round.
Amen.
Yeah.